Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally, and we are back at it with another Forza Motorsport 7 video, man. So as you guys can tell from the title, we are doing another stock versus modified car challenge. The first one with the Hellcat went off without a hitch. Some pretty good response from you guys out there, so we are going to do it again. And as usual, we will be taking one of your guys' requests, man. So we have a couple people requesting the same build. One of the ways that you guys can get your build seen, if you see something that you like already mentioned, let me know you want to second that motion or third that motion or however many people want to see it, man. Just let me know. But today's video is coming from a few people on YouTube, man. Evan Crenshaw, DeAndre Blake, and King Lyrics all want to see a C63 AMG stock versus modified build, man. So you guys know how we're gonna do it. Obviously, we are gonna jump into the buy car section of the game, jump into the Mercedes-Benz area here. Looks like I passed it. And obviously skim through a few of our options. Now we do have the regular Mercedes-Benzes here. As you can see, E63, the 845, G65, SLK 55. Now where is the C63? We do have the C32 AMG. Now I'm thinking it might just be in the AMG area here. As you can see, that C63 S Coupe, not 100% sure why they have AMGs here, you know, in the Mercedes-Benz section when there's clearly an AMG section right here. But we are going to jump into this 2016 Coupe here. We'll just go ahead and select this stock white and take this thing out on the quarter mile. Now, we are going to buy it with these stock parts like fitted here. And see what this bad boy's all about. So we're gonna jump into the test track airfield here right now, and we are gonna do a nice little base run here and see what this 2016 C63 is all about from the factory. Lots of grip right off of the bat. You would think this thing had traction control, got out of the hole very quickly right there. We're looking at about 11.8 seconds right there. Now, I didn't feather the gas at all off of the line there, so I'm hoping that if we add more power, that's not going to take away from our launch. But now that we got that all out of the way, I think what we have to do now is take this thing into the tuning and upgrade shop. Now, obviously, we're going to do a couple of upgrades off of the bat. Now, we did have a request to keep the engine stock, so I am going to do that. Just want to check out a couple of our options, the usual V10 here, as well as the V12. Drivetrain swap, I would like to do a drivetrain swap, but I think, you know, it would only be appropriate if we kept both of these cars rear-wheel drive. Now, obviously, you know, an all-wheel drive swap is going to get you out of the hole a hell of a lot quicker than that rear-wheel drive. So I just think it wouldn't be fair. Now, one of the things that we can do here in order to get the best potential launch is obviously throw a drag tire compound on there. Now, I'm going to leave the front tire width the way that it comes from stock, and I'm just going to upgrade the rear tire width because, as you can see, we are building a drag car and you don't really need fat tires up front. Now, one of the things that are going to make this car really come together are the wheels, so I'm going to take my time here, let you guys know when I find something that I like. Now, I absolutely love the way that this car looks, but I think it deserves a wheel with a little bit of a lip on there. That's why I'm going with these ADV5 track functions. Coincidentally, we will be taking this thing on the drag strip, which I guess is considered a track, so that I think is pretty appropriate for what we're doing here. We're just going to beef up both the front and back tires, and now we're going to jump into that drivetrain. Now, obviously, the clutch getting upgraded is going to help those shifts, so I have a feeling that we're definitely going to benefit from that, as well as the transmission. Faster shifts allows you to get into the next gear quicker, stay in the power band better, so I think that's going to be a definite plus as far as that goes. Now, as you can see, this car already lowered quite a bit from factory, but we are going to throw the lowering springs on there. And one of the things that pretty much anybody can do going to the track, without even having a modified car is weight reduction. So we're going to go ahead, do some weight reduction on this vehicle, and we're pretty much getting into drag strip territory here, but I do want to make a couple of modifications here. As you can see, we do have what looks like a couple of restrictions. Now, the restrictions that we're looking at is 650 horsepower from stock, but we're only at about 528 now. I just don't understand that. Is this like the restriction in the class, or is this like my base horsepower is 650 and I'm well underneath that? I'm not too sure, to be honest. The homologation aspect of this game is really something that I just have never really caught on with. But we're going to continue on here, do a couple of modifications. Intake, exhaust, twin turbo, as well as an intercooler. And I'm thinking we're going to be well under 10 seconds if my mathematics serve me correctly. But before we get a chance to do that, we are going to jump into the tuning section. I think lowering this car would just look absolutely amazing. This car already as it is looks very sporty, so lowering it going to help us that much more. Now I'm going to zero out the camber on the rear, give us the best overall surface patch that we can get, and I'm just going to go ahead and lower the PSI in these tires just a little bit. So now that we got that all out of the way, I think the only thing left to do is paint and customize this thing. Now, I don't really know where I want to go with this car, but I'm going to skim through a few different paint options and see if I find something that I think suits this thing. Now, I am not a big fan of baby blue typically, but just something about it on this car I think looks very nice. So I'm going to go ahead, throw a baby blue on this thing. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably are not going to be too down with this color, but hey, sometimes you just got to feed into your feminine side, even though this car isn't that feminine, and this paint color, not necessarily feminine, but, you know, not the most masculine color, let's just say that. And I'm going to go ahead, tint up those windows as well as black out the wheels, and this thing is looking like an absolute monster. We're going to go ahead and save that to the current car real quick. And last but not least, take this thing back to the drag strip and see what it's all about. I'm thinking like a 9.5 if we can get out of the hole nice and quick. I think we just might be able to make something special happen here. But we're going to go ahead and set up this race real quick. Head back to that test track airfield, and we're going to see what this bad boy is all about. Now, I was going to feather the gas, but I mean, this thing is just getting out of the hole so quick. There is absolutely no need for that, ladies and gentlemen. This thing, so quick, 10.5 now. Not quite as good as I would have wanted it to get, but I'm going to try to go ahead and give this one more go here. Now, like I said, I didn't feather the gas on that one. I'm going to give it about half throttle until we get pretty much going here. Quite a bit of traction loss there, but I think that was a little bit of a better launch there. 10.51. So it's looking like that's pretty much our number for this vehicle, which, to be honest, does kind of suck considering all the money that we have spent on this thing. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, gaining pretty much only a second with twin turbos, exhaust, and intake on this thing, plus tires and weight reduction, which is really, in my opinion, just a testament to exactly how fast these cars are from factory. But with that being said, I think this one is just about ready to come to an end. So as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you are not subscribed yet, smash the subscribe button. Did I say like twice, subscribe twice? Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I am your boy Dean Ali, aka Don Squally, and I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh shit, where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Let's go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, fucking. Oh, my God.